doing and how they're doing it. Each week I travel to my superstar's office so that you can see behind the scenes of their business. And this morning I'm very excited to be interviewing Kari Haas right here with Windermere Real Estate. Kari, thank you so much for being my superstar this week.
Thanks for having me. It's always good to see you.
Yeah, and normally I'm branding Starbucks because there's a Starbucks everywhere to pick up our coffee, but today I'm branding Kari's coffee mug, and she actually inspired me. We'll be having super coffee with the superstar mugs here soon, so watch for those branding. Anyways, a little bit about Kari. Kari exudes a passion for real estate that carries through to every client, whether buyer, a seller, or both. Kari loves her clients. She takes pride in doing an amazing job for each one of them, has developed a strong team of professionals produce the best results. Prior to becoming a managing broker, Kari owned her own graphic design and marketing firm. 7 years ago, Kari brought her leadership and business expertise, her keen attention to detail and eye for beauty to her real estate industry, often exceeding clients' expectations and rising to the top agent in her office. And again, years in her real estate career. Kari specializes in selling for more and buying for less while managing the process and providing support, guidance, knowledge, and education so that you feel confident and comfortable from beginning to end. So great bio, and I love it when my superstars are kind of new in the industry. I mean, you're not new in the industry, but 7 years is not a seasoned 20, 30, 40 years in the industry. So congratulations to you, sir, for reaching the level of success that you have in only 7 years.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And so, Kari, on that note, let's talk about your success. What do you credit your success to, and being able to reach that level of success so quickly in your career?
Well, I do want to say that while I am a top agent, there's lots of top agents,
Of
and
course.
you know, I'm a Windermere agent, which you know, means a lot. I give Windermere a lot of credit for helping me to become who I am, because I think that there's a lot in that, but also my marketing background.
Yes.
I think that a lot of real estate has to do with not only marketing the homes that you're listing, but also marketing yourself and being the go-to person that real estate.
And so that's critically important. We've talked about this before in previous shows with top real estate agents about branding and marketing. And so I love that from a career that you came out of, and just as your bio says, you took that expertise and you brought it into the real estate space. And I think especially as solo entrepreneurs, a lot of time real estate agents aren't thinking about the importance of branding, and not branding your company, but branding yourself tied to your company. Obviously, when you work for a great company like Windermere, that's going to be part of your branding, but it's really branding your uniqueness. And Kari's marketing has Kari on here, so you're branding and getting people to know you and your brand and what you have to offer. And you've got some great marketing things that you brought in today as well. I'd love to give a little visual up there if you want to grab them really quickly. Because branding is it's a lot of things. So go ahead,
you know,
Kari.
so I do a full color newsletter, and I do mail it out. I think that you know, paper feels good in the hand, and people are looking for that, and they want personalized information. So this isn't just the same old newsletter that everybody sends out, but it's a nice piece, and it always showcases the listings and the sales that I have, so people know that there's business happening, and it gives me an avenue to support some of the things that I like to do, and gives people an opportunity to learn more about what they need to do for their homes, as well as, you know, good recipes and interesting things about the area and the world in general.
And I like that because, first of all, what she said is she mails. Critically important to take advantage of mail, because majority of people are not doing it because it's too easy not to have to do it. But back when
it costs a lot too.
It does cost a lot, but it's worth so much more than it used to, because majority of people are not doing that. So when people get something physical in the mail, they're actually picking it up more than they used to before we had the ease of just doing social media, correct?
If it has a value.
Of course.
If it does not have a value, it's trash.
Yes.
But if it has a value, it's something that they keep and they look at.
Yeah.
So another thing that I do, circle of friends.
Okay.
So what we do is we go out and we talk to businesses, and we give them an opportunity to advertise through us. We take care of the mailing, we take care of the cost of the product, and they basically get an item for free. So all of my customers will get this postcard, and every 2 months they can go to Nothing Bundt Cakes and get their little buntlet for free. They don't have to buy anything else.
Wow.
But it gives the business an opportunity to gain a new client, and it gives me an opportunity to give the clients something that's a value to them and that they remember and that they appreciate.
And that does not cost the business owner anything.
The business owner,
except for what they're giving to the client.
Right.
Yes, and that is so awesome. So I've talked before about stepping up your game with B2B relationships, really getting connected. And if you're a real estate agent, you know that area, and you're probably farming an area, or you should, being the expert in that area. And what a better thing than go to the local businesses. And I love this because you're connecting that relationship with the going to be thinking about you as the real estate agent, because you're giving them that benefit, and then you're providing something to the clients that they can go in to these local businesses.
True. And then on the backside has their address, and so I go and collect those from the business owner and see who's using my marketing material.
That is
So
awesome. So
that's
you're
your little tip.
very strategic thought in your process.
Right.
I want to go back to the newsletter as well, because she's got a real balance in here. What she talked about is she talks about something personal to her, because that's how people are going to get connected with you, is let them know something personal about you. She does something fun like a recipe. She gives market data and provide something of what's happening in the world. And so it really is that mix of everything, right?
Right. And what's happening in my business.
Love
So,
that.
people love to keep up on that, and they are very interested in my success because, they contribute to that. So
Of
it's
course.
nice to have that background, and that allows them to have the ability to give referrals, because then to kind of launch that on.
Yeah, so huge takeaway in that we've talked about so far. Branding, obviously consistent in that branding, because a lot of agents start, but then they don't complete that process. And so you've got to really stay committed to this process, and it's going to bring you results. So Kari, let's talk about a challenge that you've had recently, or not recent, but something that you took away something from, and how did you overcome that, and what did you take away? What did you learn from that challenge?
I think one of the challenges that we all face is peer pressure. So, you go into a listing, or even with buyers, and they want you to give them a discount, or they want you to do this or that. And you really have to stick to what your business practices are, and articulate your worth, and not give in to, well, this person is doing that, so I guess I should too. You really have to be authentic and just be yourself, and do what feels good to you.
You're going in as the expert. With that, you have a plan and a process. There's a cost for that plan and that process, and that's what it is. And if a client is not willing to take your advice, or is trying to cut things down, then they're not the right client for you. And a lot of times clients will actually go, oh wow, okay, well, okay, I just thought I'd ask, and then they have more respect for you that you didn't cut things down. And I always say eliminate versus overcome objections. So that's going to be an objection that's going to come up, especially with all the discounted shops. So be prepared up front in how you're going to have that conversation before the conversation even comes up, because that's how you eliminate objections. Because the reality is every client knows that there's discounted shops, and if they don't ask you to discount, they're actually thinking about it. So eliminate that in your initial conversation. Would you agree with that, Kari?
But you need to be able to show your value
100%.
and what you do that's different, that makes a difference for them.
Yeah, definitely. So we've talked about some marketing material and things that you do, Kari, and I might have stepped in and grabbed that ahead of this question. But any other marketing tip that you can share with agents that are listening today?
Well, okay, so it takes money to make money. But
Yes.
besides all this, I'm actually going to put this away
Okay.
because that's not really what the secret sauce is.
Okay.
The secret sauce is be who you are and do what you like. Go enjoy being a river rafter if that's what you love. Go hiking. Go help the disabled kids, or do senior work or whatever you can to help people. Volunteer in the arts, or go kayaking. Whatever it is that you like to do, that's what you do, and that's how you gain referrals and groups. Besides, there's lead groups where you can go and it's not as authentic. I mean, obviously you're there to give them leads and they're there to give you leads, and it's a good business to business model. But if you just go out and be yourself and join other groups, that's where you live your life and also live your business. So that's what I think is the real secret sauce. So it's important to have the marketing and the ability to back that up.
Yes.
But you really just want to go out and live your life.
And I love this weather. We were just actually talking before we started the live show today because it's so windy out there, and just the fall is coming, but now the sun is coming in and it's going away. And anyways, I just had to mention that because it's so beautiful out there. So it is so true, Kari, and I believe that too. Your life in your business, and just as Kari said, be your authentic self and do what you love to do. My coaching program, which is always posted here, if you have not already joined, please do. I'm embracing my uniqueness and something that I'm passionate about sharing with real estate agents, and it's taken a whole life of its own, and that's how I met Kari, because Kari came through my coaching program. I have girls' night out sorry guys, I don't do guys' night out, but girls' night out. Why? Because I'm a girl, and I do like to go have some wine and have some fun and do crafty things, and so I go out and have fun with my referral partners and my potential referral partners.
I've got this beautiful necklace
From the girls. Exactly. So it's all just what Kari said, all the work that I do in the homeless community, because I have a real passion there. And so be yourself, do what you would do in your life, and bring that life into your business, and then your business authentically grows with the people that you are meant to be connected with, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Love that, Kari. And so what about a call to action for an agent that is listening here today with the things that we've talked about, or something else? What would you tell them would be a call to action, first thing that they should do to take their business to that next level?
Well, that's actually what we just talked about.
Yes.
Go volunteer for something.
Yeah.
Go do something that you love, and be educated. So make sure that you're up on all the stuff going on in real estate, and be the knowledgeable person in the room. But just join something. Go be a part of something, and be your authentic self. And I think that will attract people.
Yeah, so true. So you heard it here from our superstar this morning is what are you passionate about? Go do that. And people know, they will ask what you do, and real estate will just come up in a casual conversation around that. And invite other people to what you're doing as well. I think there's so many people that want to get connected, they're not sure how, and then you're able to connect with people again that have the same passion that you do, so it can make that really powerful. Kari, what about other agents or books or mentors that you've had that have been an inspiration to you and the success that you've had in your real estate business?
There's tons of agents that have gone into helping me, so I couldn't give you a whole list right here, but I would say Windermere has a whole lot of good people, and it's really a community that works together, so I think that's been really helpful. I would say go read the book Eat That Frog. It's a helpful book that helps you prioritize what's important to you and what's important to your business. And it's a short read, it's a small book, and it was given to me by one of the great real estate agents in our area. And I suggest that you read that book.
So Victoria will post that on this this post as well, so that you can pick up that book. And yeah, I encourage. I mean, any leader in the industry and a superstar, they're doing a lot of continuing education, not just continuing education in the real estate space, which you have to do, but continuing to learn and going to others that are doing great things as well, because that's how we're getting inspired and motivated in our businesses, by other people. Reading books, going to workshops, coaching, all of that is really important. And you see the best of the best, they are doing that. And so continue with that education. Would you agree?
Yes, and another good book is The Go-Giver.
Oh, The Go-Giver is really good.
Is
Yeah,
really
Victoria will post that one as well. So Kari, let's put business aside, and I know that just like myself, you mix your business and pleasure, which we talked about, but what are some things that you enjoy outside of business, or what's important to you? Why do you work so hard?
Well, I have 3 kids, and my daughter's getting married, so I'm about to have 4 kids.
Congratulations.
And a son. So, you know, really spending time with them and having a quality time with them, and being able to share my gifts with them and learn from them as well. They're fabulous kids. So I spend a lot of time doing that. I love the arts. So I do spend my time on many boards, and I'm part of different art groups and theaters and things of that nature. I do a lot of work for camps and schools and homeless. So I enjoy my friends and spend a lot of time doing that.
Yeah, and that is great. Yeah, I get involved, and I think that's kind of been a theme for our conversation today. And I know that you're really passionate about it, is connected to your success, and that's something that is a likeness with the two of us. Is you know, go out there and do what you want, what you'd love to do, what you're passionate about. Share that, and don't keep it secret from your business, because it took me so many years. I've been almost 25 years now in the mortgage industry. Next year it'll be a quarter of a century. I know it's crazy to say that I've been doing this for a quarter of a century. It was my second career, but it was really only the last 5 years that I really truly took who I was as a person and what I was passionate about and brought that into my business. And magical things have come from that, not just from me, but for other people. Again, because when we're working together, we can accomplish really big and great things. So take that away from the conversation today, because I think it's the most important thing that Kari has shared with you. And it will really, it takes your business to the next level, and it makes you and you're enjoying what you're doing so much more.
I love it.
Right?
Oh yeah.
So much more. So Kari, as we're wrapping up our time here, what do you see is next for you on your horizon in business and in life?
You know, just building what I have and being able to help more people. So my passion is helping people. I actually didn't go straight from marketing to real estate. I was a philanthropist in between, and I was involved in many boards. And part of what I have is an incredible team of professionals.
Yeah, and you know, I was just going to mention, because we not only have Victoria behind the scenes, but we have a member of your team behind the scenes, and I would love to give a shout out for her today.
Well, Zelly's fabulous, but I also have Darren, who is doing other things behind the scenes.
Yes.
And Jennifer and Suzanne as well. So I have a team that helps people get through the process of selling and buying, because it's a very emotional process. And I think that everybody should do that. And so it takes a team and a village really to do that.
Yeah, we are definitely kindred spirits. I talk about embracing your strengths and hiring out your weaknesses.
Right.
There's only so much time in the day. You're good at a very few things and not at a lot of other things. And so you heard Kari list off her team. She does not do this by herself. It takes a village. And same with me.
I'm super fortunate to have very high quality, wonderful people working with me and supporting me.
And likewise, that there is credit given to you, that you know how to find those people, and also that they enjoy, and you know, so because it's critically important. Common question that I get from a lot of business partners and clients: how do I do everything that I do? And I always say it's because of my team. You know, I can't be here doing this if there's not a team that's back at the office, you know, supporting behind the scenes. And just like Kari, I think when you're building a team, keep yourself focused on the high level activities, which is anything that's the face of the business, because people want to initially work with Kari. That's why they're calling, and they have confidence that Kari's going to continue to walk them through that process, but that's supporting it. And so really keeping yourself focused on high level activities is keeping yourself at the front of the business.
Right, because every client gets me. I don't.
Yes.
I don't push them off on a staff member. It's all a team, and we all work towards the best for the client.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Love that. Well, Kari, thank you so much for joining us today for Coffee with the Superstar. It's a privilege to have a conversation with you.
It was so wonderful. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. And thank you for listening to this week's Coffee with the having a conversation next week with a new superstar at a different location. And if there's any support that I can provide for you when it comes to your mortgage needs, please don't forget about me. I'm Tina Mitchell, your local mortgage expert, and I look forward to talking with you next week.
Yay.
Thank you.